one of my favorite names in baseball. Nico Hoerner.
I still don't understand that fucking voice. Why is that voice? Can we bury that voice, please?
7 RBI, 1219 OPS, and 4 stolen bases. We're all 4 against the White Sox. I don't know, probably close. Eloy Jiménez, who we were talking about being very consistent, solid numbers guy this year. 1 home run, 4 runs, 6 RBIs, 1161 OPS. 4 of those RBIs were last night. Dansby Swanson.
Yeah, I put him on the list.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I kind of want to talk about each of these. If we could just hold out for a second.
Oh, I apologize. Sorry.
I put Eloy on the list just because his OPS was so impressive. I try to every time. If you've got an 1100 OPS, no matter what home runs or RBI or runs numbers you've got, I like to put him on there. But it's funny because I sent you the list and I forgot to put Nico Hoerner on the list originally, and he's probably got the best numbers of all, especially with 1200 OPS. But the 4 stolen bases in a week is outrageous, something we don't typically see in our badass of the week list.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. We should look at stolen bases a little more than we have. We just we're like chicks, we dig the long ball. Anyway, Dansby Swanson, 3 home runs, 2 in 1 game against the White Sox, 7 runs, 7 RBIs. It says 1197 OPS, and there's an asterisk.
Yeah, the tricky part of that is I pull the last 7 game stats. That's just the easiest way to do it. That way I don't have to calculate people's OPSs or anything in a certain span. I just go on the list. The issue there is that Swanson just came back from injury, so this is counting his first 4 games back post. I think it's his left heel contusion or whatever he went on the IL with, and it also includes the last 3 games before he got hurt earlier in July. So I don't know. Okay. I wanted to throw that out there because I wanted to see if you would count that against him, that it's over. There's a burn time in between, or is that even more impressive that he left hot and continued right back just as hot? So I don't know. That's just, I wanted to put the asterisk so you're aware of that, so that the numbers, you'd know the full context of the numbers.
Yeah, it's probably more impressive that he had the break and didn't skip a beat and came right back.
I was originally thinking it was. Yeah, I was originally thinking it was less impressive, and then the more I thought about it, I think you're right. It's like, well, that's even more impressive. He didn't skip a beat.
But because how many times have we come on here and defended players we liked, saying, "Oh yeah, so and so came back, but he's a little rusty. It's going to take him a little back to get into it." He came back.
That's understandable.
Like, yeah. He came back. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm Dansby fucking Swanson."
Well, and that's another reason I think the Cubs might be a different team than you're perceiving them to be.
I will tell you this: he's a reason with the season he's had, and arguably the best shortstop out of that entire class.
Yeah,
defensively, along with his offensive numbers, he's a reason to be like, all right, we just signed you our first year. I didn't hear you make this argument, so I'm going to make it for you. Let's give him some faith that we're in here because he wanted to come to an organization that he thought was going to win. Let's give him some peace of mind that we're close. You know what? Let's just go with what we have and hope that it works out. That way,
so he's not betraying.
He's not soured in his first year there. That I didn't think of this till you just brought it up now. Like till we just started talking about him. But I see that and the Marquee Network being real main reasons why not to move some of the players.
I think appeasing one player, if I tried to make that argument, you would absolutely have destroyed me earlier, but I like that you're making the argument for me. I think that could be a small factor. I think it would be 6th or 7th on the list maybe, but I like the way you're thinking.
For me.
So
it's great, Smitty. Okay. It's fucking great.
That explains a lot.
How about
is that our whole list or is
no? Let's get to the guy I originally said, like, is it even up for debate? But I think it is with Nico Hoerner's numbers. Cody fucking Bellinger continues his campaign of shocking all over the last 2 weeks. 3 home runs, 3 runs, but this is impressive because I'm maybe Lewis Robert had double-digit RBIs, but he has 11 RBIs over the last week with a 1047 OPS.
I think Robert did. I think he may have had 12 RBI.
All right. I mean, but this is one of the top,
week,
like, you want to talk about production. This is why you have Cody Bellinger. That's why Lewis Roberts on a team. That's why these guys are on the team. They're in for key situations to bring the runner in. It doesn't matter if it goes over the fence or not. You drive in fucking runs. That's what you're supposed to do. And I don't know. I'm between him and Nico Hoerner because what I like about Nico is he does have the highest OPS on the list, and his numbers are very 5-tool-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. I think I had the exact same thought when you sent me that text. I don't know how Bellinger is going to be bested this week. I thought the exact same thing, so I didn't do a whole lot of hard analysis. And then I got deeper into the numbers. And like I said, I almost forgot Nico completely. Then I looked at that. He's got a better OPS by like 200 points this week than Bellinger even. That's what's kind of amazing about Bellinger. He has 3 home runs, 11 RBI, but he had a 10, what'd you say,
1047.
1047 OPS. So it's over 1,000 OPS, so it's impressive. But to be bested by almost 200 points by Nico and the 4 stolen bases, I got to give it to Nico right there.
All right, I'll go with Nico. I was on the fence.
All right.
So we were both on the same line. Like it's all Bellinger all the way. Like I literally came into this like, and when you sent the first list, I'm like, yeah, it's fucking Bellinger. Thanks for doing some homework and sending some other names, but doesn't really matter, Smitty. Then you sent the Nico Hoerner, and I was like, oh shit.
I'm embarrassed that I forgot it on the first list, but
you shouldn't
even brought it up. But all right, well, Nico Hoerner, you are our unanimous badass of the week.
Word Hole Media.